All right, today we're jumping into a really cool framework for finding your life's purpose. It's a Japanese concept called Ikigai. And really, it's about engineering genuine fulfillment into your life. And we're going to break down exactly how it works. So, does this feel a little familiar? You know, that feeling of being kind of lost, chasing after goals that you think you're supposed to want, but you never get that deep sense of satisfaction? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone.
And what's super interesting is that there's actually a reason for this feeling. It's not some personal failure. It's basically your brain just lacking a clear reward hierarchy. It's like you don't have an internal compass telling you what really matters to you. But here's the good news. There is a solution. And we're going to look at an ancient framework used by some of the longest living people on the planet. We're talking about the centenarians in Okinawa, Japan. They have a very specific way of finding their purpose, and that's what we're digging into right now.
That concept is called Ikigai. It's a Japanese word, and it has this beautiful translation, your reason to wake up in the morning. Just think about that for a second. It's not just something you have to do, it's your fundamental reason for being. And this part is absolutely crucial. Ikigai is the polar opposite of that grind culture that tells you to just work harder, even at something you can't stand. No, this isn't about forcing it. It's all about finding a natural alignment between who you are and what you do.
So how in the world do we find this alignment? Well, it all kicks off with a framework built on 4 interconnected questions. This is where it gets practical, where you can really start connecting the dots for yourself.
So the framework starts with these 2 huge pillars you see right here. First, you've got to look inward and figure out what you genuinely love. And second, you have to look outward and identify what the world actually needs. These 2 create the meaning. But to make it all work, we add 2 more critical questions. What are you good at? And what can you get paid for?
Let's zoom in on that first pillar. When we say what you love, we're talking about those things you do where you totally lose track of time. That state of flow. What are you endlessly curious about? What would you do for fun, even if nobody was paying you a dime? Those are your clues. Now, for pillar number 2, what the world needs. This is all about shifting your focus from yourself to others. What problems out there just get under your skin and make you want to do something? What gaps do you see in your own community? And hey, this isn't about saving the entire planet overnight. It's about finding one problem that you feel drawn to help solve.
Okay, so when you bring these things together, your internal passion and an external need, and then you layer on your own unique skills and a way to make a living from it, well, that's when something really incredible happens. This is where you find your Ikigai and you unlock this powerful, sustained motivation that almost feels effortless.
This slide shows it perfectly. Just think of it like building a bridge. On one side, you have your passions, like building communities. And on the other side, you have these real-world problems, like social isolation. That intersection, that sweet spot right in the middle, that's where you find this incredible connection. And it becomes a real career when you're also good at it and can actually get paid for it.
So the whole point is summed up right here. This alignment doesn't just feel nice, it has real, tangible benefits. It literally lowers your stress because you're not fighting against yourself all day. Instead, you tap into this deep well of motivation that just keeps going and doesn't burn you out.
All right, so that's the theory. But how do you actually apply this, like, right now? Let's switch from just understanding it to taking action. Here's a super simple plan you can start today, whether you're a student or you're already deep in your career.
Here's your takeaway. If you're a student, your first move is to just brainstorm. Think about something you love. Maybe it's coding, and then a problem you see, like local shops needing better websites. Boom. If you're already a professional, look for an intersection at your job. Maybe you love organizing things. See if you can take the lead on the next team project or event.
And that brings us right here to the final slide. Look, this isn't just some hypothetical exercise. The whole goal is to build a life of purpose, one day at a time. So I'm going to leave you with this question to really chew on. What is your reason to wake up tomorrow?